Hmm.
Hello and welcome to Pathfinder Dragonfall. Last week, our party had a fight with some leopards. The smell of the blood then attracted a tiger, who, despite Tuffy's best attempts at diplomacy, attacked us and mauled Rising Phoenix rather viciously. To the point I basically had to use a hero point to stop 2 of the 3 hits from making contact. And she was still dropped to 0 hit points by the 1 attack that did hit. Since then, Tom basically just instant decapitationed it. Just a single slash click move, and its head just falls off. And after skinning it and getting a lot of meat off it, Rising Phoenix, actually, the bones were used as a totem for the camp to stop any other animals from having any ideas on attacking us. And then Rising Phoenix thought, totem can be made mobile. I'll attach bones of tiger to axe. And she's just been kind of just carrying her great axe around with the tiger bits strung off it. And that basically made the rest of the journey to the town of Haijan, which is like the first checkpoint on the way to the city, go off without any further interruptions from the local wildlife. Speaking of local wildlife, Aronam had a little chat with the local fish in the river, and they brought him a goblet when they were asked, "Have you seen anything shiny?" The goblet turned out to be a overflowing chalice and belonged to the innkeeper. So Aronam, doing the right thing, returned the rather stupidly expensive item to the innkeeper, and in return, the innkeeper actually handed him a staff of force that a wizard left behind but never came back for. And this was years ago, so he was like, you know what, I've been holding on to it long enough. Here you go.
Not me doing it this time.
It's not me either.
Doing what?
Clickety clack, 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 click, clack, clackety clack.
Oh, that's me, sorry. But yes. So I was just letting other people that wouldn't be following me on Twitter that were live. So, because of this act of kindness, despite it being rewarded, you guys got free meals, drinks, and board for the night, or for however long you're staying in Haijan, but you are planning on only staying the one night and carrying on that journey to the city.
Never established that the city had a name, though.
Well,
New York.
I don't think it's the fact that
Hell yeah.
it has a name, it's just the fact that the Arabai they just call it the city because it's the only one they know of.
We'll get there and there'll be human tubes all over the place. Advertisements for Bachelor Chow.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, this is not the year 2000.
I'm just glad I wasn't drinking anything. That's all I have to say.
Yes.
Funny enough, I actually, way back in secondary school, did a picture kind of based off a mixture between Futurama and the year 3000, the song by Busted, which was popular at the time back then. And actually got a pretty good grade for it because I actually like put a lot of details into it. But I didn't get like the highest of grade because it was inspired by something rather than a completely original thing. That was fun. So, it is morning time. There's well, basically everyone would. The sun is rising, and I'm assuming that a lot of people would rise with the sun, if not beforehand, depending. Some of you may need to make fortitude saves against hangovers. Aaron,
Oh God.
One of them.
What now?
I don't. Did I drink anything?
I know I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think you did, because I did very minimal character-wise with your character because I didn't want to play him wrong.
I don't think I did.
Actually, now I think about it, now he probably had like a red wine because of cheese and wine being a thing.
Alright, you guys are going into the pocket.
Okay. So. But yeah, Aranam actually tried some of the dwarven whiskey that the tavern owner was using the Grim Chalice to have an infinite supply of, since he only had this like small bottle that he got the one time a dwarven party came through town. Oh my god, this is poor Aranam. He's got a plus. He's only got 1 fortitude.
Ooh.
Oh, not bad.
If that actually roll is, yeah.
Yes, he's surprisingly after that tactical puke before he went to sleep, he's actually avoided the hangover.
Tactical.
I don't remember if I drank anything. I don't think I did.
Yes, Aranam wakes up with just some dry mouth, and that's about it.
Alright, let's see, assuming that I woke up, like I didn't wake up too much earlier before, I'm gonna spend, go outside and find some place to spend an hour meditating to replenish my spells for the day.
Haijan is a rather peaceful town with only a few hundred populace, and this early in the morning the only people awake are, well, the tavern keep for one, who's going to start opening stuff up, the shop keeps, and some of the fishermen who are just already on the bank of the river just having a fish. There is no hustle and bustle in this town, there's no commotion. This town is as far as towns go, it's a pretty, like, relaxed late riser. It's not it's no New York, certainly. This town actually sleeps at a decent hour.
Decent hour? What is that?
Basically not having too much commotion before the morning hours that have 2 digits arrive.
Oh!
What?
In case you were wondering, there is a sympathy hut so that the child does not hurt anything. Lifting my wheelchair into the truck.
Oh, okay.
I guess Genevieve is just going to go out on the riverbank here with a book and just read for a bit. She's going to kind of wait for Emphas, that way she can give him his books.
Is she still, like, did she wake up, do her, or no, she's padding, she doesn't need to do. I'm sure she would do a morning prayer, if anything else.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Do paladins need to prepare their spells in the morning? I think
Well, she doesn't have any spells yet.
Yeah, I don't have any spells, so...
No. But
I think from what I read, it was a weekly thing, but let me check that again.
yeah.
Because I could be wrong on that.
I should get everyone's audio upload, especially mine. Really. Oh, weird. Let me try just turning down the music, maybe that'll balance things out.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was watching the recording, the music was a little loud.
Okay, I'm gonna pop that there, because Twitch, not Twitch, just, yeah, just live stream balancing, just, you put the music down, everybody else seems to go up.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's supposed to be only background, not main focused music. It's mood setting, it's not meant to be loud.
Katas, by the way.
Pardon?
I said Tom is doing his morning katas.
Okay. Right. Is that better, Zekiro? I will be looking at the Twitch chat when I have the time. I'm just making sure to adjust all of the music so that it's not suddenly loud when I switch to a different song.
This thing that I'm reading doesn't say, but I know I read it somewhere.
I found it if you want, Kel. It's the same as any divine spellcaster. You spend an hour each day in quiet prayer and meditation to regain the daily allotment of spells.
I don't have any. I don't think I have any
Well, you
spells.
don't have
Yeah.
spells yet, but
No.
I'm just wondering if your character might or still be in the habit of doing morning prayer.
Could be.
It's up to you.
She used to pray in the temple, but there's not a temple here from what she can see, I don't think.
No, you have your holy symbol, and that's all you really need to do prayer.
So you're saying you read it from a Tumblr and saw a few enters?
Wait, what about Tumblr? What do you think I am, a social justice paladin? I mean, come on.
What kind of
Jenny, don't
justice?
play that.
Yeah. That should have fixed the audio level problems, unless I'm still low in comparison. I have no idea.
Tuffy is going to spend her morning with her animals, teaching them new tricks and doing other maintenance type stuff.
Okie dokie.
I'm assuming Aranom would study his spellbook in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is also going to be reading, like everybody else. He's also going to go and, like, say good morning to the fish, because it's Aaron. See Aaron just walk out, stick his head on the river, and just go good morning to the fish.
He and I are playing in another Pathfinder game on Saturday nights, and his character in that too, which is a fighter, can also talk to the fish. It's just a player thing. It's like the cheese thing. It's just, it apparently follows people.
The cheese thing does not follow me. That is specific to this character.
It's true, because he's in my game on Thursdays, and that hasn't really come up.
Yeah.
It's tried to come up, but he kind of squashed it.
I'm assuming what Sage Heart does is pretty much just check all of our supplies and probably spend some time making the bombs that she used up the previous day to make sure she's got plenty.
I need to get everything ready for potions on to make on the fly, brew some tea, and possibly make breakfast.
Well,
Yeah,
thankfully the making tea and breakfast part is sorted out by the innkeeper, because pretty much, like, you know, you go downstairs and they goes, you're all moving. Alright then, well, give me a moment and I will soon have breakfast ready. And all it is, it's any, it's going to be any leftover of the spit roast last night, and some bread and butter and condiments. So you can all make
By the way,
yourself.
the sparring partner, Tom's up for it.
Pardon?
Say again.
What was it you said? Sorry.
If our paladin needs a sparring partner, Tom is up for it.
That could be fun. Just, watch the blade, man. I've seen what you did to that tiger.
Well, he would probably break out the practice sword for that.
The kendo stick.
Much.
Rising Phoenix just wakes up, heads downstairs, and just goes out to have a walk, really. She actually just leaves the town for a bit because she's still not entirely comfortable being in a town that isn't her home, pretty much. So
Makes sense.
she just goes for a morning stroll outside of the town. Okay, so time passes, I guess.
Alright.
Just
So-
doing the things.
I guess when I stop meditating, Jen is gonna come over.
Hey, Emphas! I got you something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got you a couple books, and one of them is this thing. I can't quite make out what it is, but it seems to be about clouds.
Ooh, now that sounds interesting.
Out of character, it's a Sylvan book on clouds.
Okay, so I would recognize the. Wait, do I have Sylvan on this character? I do. So I would recognize the language.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one, and you're gonna shoot me for this, is a book on cheeses.
Well, thank you. I mean, I do like cheese.
Yeah, I know.
We all
Just strikes me as weird that
Although-
I've known you all this time and didn't realize that you carried so much cheese on you.
Well, I didn't carry it on me there. I could just leave it at home. Or buy it from places. I mean, it's very different. Cheese on a trip, very different.
Well, yeah, but anyway,
So, how much do the books weigh, and what is the book on clouds? 1 second.
It's it's in Sylvan. It's just called the Wonder of Clouds and Their Many Uses. It's all, yeah, like the shapes, sizes, and uses of clouds.
Ooh. I will spend plenty of time reading that. And how much do they weigh?
I think books are usually about a pound each.
Alright.
that's what I've got recorded here, but you didn't say otherwise, so.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Old man.
thank you for the books, Jen, but not too many. I don't want my pack to get too heavy.
Old man yells at Cloud. Tifa tells him to knock it off.
Alright, you hear from inside the tavern, like he opens one of the windows and just goes, "Grub's up."
Sweet!
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can I start the process of training my guard dog to be a combat pet?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have the time and the will.
All right. So
Like, where
that's
is
what
the
part
page
of
on that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I know it'll take a little while, but I want to start that process today because now she's realized that they're going to be in combat a lot and wants some help.
Your cat's not help.
Well, the cat is help, but the dog is bigger and meaner and stuff.
Healthier.
Yes, has more HP.
Okay. Handle animal, push an animal, teach an animal a trick, train an animal for general purpose. Here we go. DC 20, teach the animal to attack.
Okay.
And it was, okay. While an animal with an intelligence score, okay. So it can learn, what's the intelligence score of the dog?
What's the what now?
The intelligence score of the dog.
The intelligence score of the dog is... I have it right here. 1 second. Because it's already a rather large dog, and I bought it under the guard dog rules. So... yeah, like it has 20 HP. I want this thing to be a fighter. The intelligence score is 2.
2. That means it can learn up to 6 different tricks.
All right.
You can teach it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it takes a week.
Okay.
Ooh, and after that, you can teach it to flank.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff you can do.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that's what part of my morning is going to be spent on, the starting of teaching
Oh, wait,
that.
there we go. There is actually general purpose combat training. Now
Can I get the link to that page?
Yes, it's the handle animal page.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's like a few different things. There is guarding, fighting. Oh god, really? Who'd use that quote?
What?
I just suddenly heard, "Hi, doggy."
Oh, sorry, that was my phone. All of my ringtones are from the room.
And here I thought someone was purposely playing that audio clip just because of talking about the dog.
No, it just happened. It just happened.
Timing!
Yeah.
Serendipity.
And okay, fighting DC 20. An animal trained to engage in combat knows the tricks: attack, down, and stay. Training an animal for fighting takes 3 weeks, but I guess it'd be like 1 trick per week.
Yeah, so it's either make 1 check, I guess, and take 3 weeks, or 3 different. I don't know.
There's also the guarding one, which is attack, defend, down, and guard. Takes 4 weeks though because it's an extra trick.
I had been under the assumption that since I bought it at the level of a guard dog, it might already know those, but that's up to you.
It probably knows. It will probably know guard then. Let me have a look
Okay.
at like guard dog specifically. Because I searched for guard dog and it only came up with dog.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it, Odin.
Oh,
if
okay,
you're
have you?
still looking.
God damn it.
Yeah, the guard dog, it says, this small combat trained dog is bred for battle. Breeders favor strength, a thick body, and low center of gravity. So it should be already combat trained, according to this.
So probably attack, down, heal, and guard. I would think.
Okay.
which I think is the guard. Yeah, guarding is attack, defend, down, and guard. So therefore, being a guard dog, it would know all the guarding skills. And it still has room for 2 more tricks in its wee little mind. So
Okay.
in fact, you already had it combat ready.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Sorry. Moving along.
Okay. Well then, so when everyone heads to the inn, it is. You see that table that was basically where you guys all sat. The 2 tables pushed together, pretty much, and there's a just a basic big oval platter with lots of meat, bread, butter, all that kind of stuff on there.
All right, I look at the innkeeper and say, "Thank you for your hospitality."
And thank you for your good deeds, he says, mostly to Aranam, because that's the one who did the good deed. It's sort of like, I wish you all luck on the road ahead. You've still got quite a ways, I'm assuming.
Well, I actually don't know. Out of curiosity, is there some place in town that would sell maps?
Maps. Not that I know of, actually, now I think about it. I think most of the local people just know the area like the back of their hand, which is essentially why I'm assuming that you've got the best sort of map with you already. You've got one of the Aberai to guide you.
True. I was almost hoping to find an older map, though. See if any of those survived.
I'm sure the city may have something like that.
I will take a look there, then. Thank you.
You're welcome again.
I'm okay.
Okay. Anyway, wait. Has Badger got control of his character? Yes, he has. Okay.
I will use... Yeah, I used up a little bit of the Aberai cheese during this meal.
Just put some cheese and ham sandwich.
Something like that.
It's like, okay, I've got cheese. And there's ham here. I could put them both in the sandwich.
It's a symphony of flavor.
Oh my god.
It's a symphony.
I'm
right?
a genius.
It's not like a one-man band.
No. It's not just, it's not like the genie suddenly da 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 da. Okay, seems okay.
So, do you have any Skyrim cheese in there?
No.
No. Oh, I forgot. The cheese
Skyrim
book
cheese.
is the author of the cheese book is Mr. S. Gorath.
There for a while when I played Skyrim, I stole like every cheese wheel I'd come across. No reason, just that I could.
Yeah. The sheer Gorath shout is just one of the funniest mods for that game.
Cheese for everybody! I never did get it to work though.
Really? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. I was sad by it because I really wanted to use it.
Yeah, I actually used it. It's pretty fun.
Go.
Okay, so everyone, I'm assuming, comes in and has breakfast, and I'm sure just there's a plate that just can be put on the floor with some meat on it for the animals. For those that eat meat, that is, out of the animals.
Yeah, so some of them can just forage around the town, too. Like the bird, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the bird can get its own food. Everybody else gets a little bit of meat.
Oh God, all I could think of, because what type of bird is he again?
It's a raven.
Okay, I just bring this up because I know some birds tend to catch fish, and since we have somebody that can talk to fish,
It's just flying over the town and the fish is screaming, "Help!"
help me, help me.
The world.
Yeah, freaking Aranam just hears, "Put me down, you feathered demon!" I didn't mean literally. Blip.
Flip, flip, flip.
All right.
Okay, so Rising Phoenix steps into the inn. Her axe is missing the bones of the tiger that was decorating it before.
Ooh, spiffy.
And she says nothing and sits down and starts eating.
Hey, Phoenix, what happened to the bones that were on there?
Oh. I left town and buried bone in ground. I think we carry him long enough. Now he rest.
Makes sense. He provided us with a service.
And
He
now
should be allowed to
must
rest now.
Yes.
Tuffy mutters a prayer to Cetaphis under her breath.
Dear Cetaphis, we now commit this asshole to the ground. May he
Yep,
rest in
pretty
peace.
much.
He should have backed off.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic here. Dear ceiling cat.
Uh,
So I guess Tuffy heads back inside to eat as well?
yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I never moved the token, but yes, she would be inside eating with everybody else.
Okay. So once everyone has eaten, and of course there is there are juices. There is coconut milk, and there is also mango juice.
Mango juice!
Mango juice.
I'm all about
Yeah.
mango juice.
Fucking
What
love
up for
mango.
the mango?
Milk drinkers.
Especially as I'm like, oh, and it's mango juice. The entire party, mango, 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 mango.
I'm not going to lie, that did go through my head for a moment, but
Same here.
I didn't wanna. Yeah.
I was just saying, if we go outside to the river and shove our feet in the water, we could have goldfish shoals nibbling at our toes while we drink our fresh mango juice.
But the
That's
question
okay.
is, coladas.
I missed that.
I said the question is, do you like pina coladas?
No.
And dancing in the rain. Well, yeah, I think that's basically it. There's the coconut milk, the mango juice, just local stuff to drink at breakfast time.
All right. Have a
I
nice,
don't think
filling
any of us need the
breakfast.
coconut milk.
But
I said, I don't think any of us need the coconut milk.
everyone just
No.
jumps on the mango.
Well, it's more of a matter of fact of what too much coconut milk. You know what? We're just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's alright in controlled quantities.
We do not need any relaxatives while we're going on the trip.
No,
No, we don't.
that's actually Enfys might if he keeps eating so much cheese.
Look, I'm only eating a little bit. It's
Yeah.
not like I'm having a ton of cheese every meal.
No. Yeah, exactly. As long as everything's in moderation, you should have no trouble
Yeah.
relieving yourself.
Anyway,
So once everyone has eaten, what Rising Phoenix does is make sure she's got all her stuff and just heads outside.
Yep, I'd do the same since there wasn't the thing I was kind of looking for here, and I'm going to wait to the city to really look for a good sized, see if there's a good sized druid order or something there.
Yeah.
Tom's gonna go pick up his cloak.
Yes. You head to the leather worker, who, in fact, has the tiger cloak for you.
Yay!
And, yeah, I'm just gonna have to move you 1 second. And over you go. I guess, when you're heading that way, Rising Phoenix will just kind of tag along, and since this is the road that we need to take anyway, so she's just gonna let the rest of the party catch up.
Yep, I'll walk along as well. Oh man, you're going to look so fashionable.
Yeah. Imagine me wearing this to some big party or something. I'd fit right in. You know? Not only is it decent regular camouflage, it's social camouflage.
Wow, look at that guy with his tiger skin cloak. He must be rich. Second he walks into the town, sees another ninja wearing the exact same cloak. Oh god, what if it's gotta change?
all right, unzip me.
Eminem is taking along, and so is Sage Heart. And,
I think Genevieve probably would too.
yes. I'm sure Tuffy and the gang are following as well.
Yeah.
I gave you control of the cat token, didn't I?
Yes.
Cool, just check. Okay, so the gentleman comes out. He sort of just yawns and like, oh, yeah, I had feared you'd be moving early. Well, it's done. And, yeah. He just heads to the rack he had it hanging on. Gets this tiger cloak, which basically is just, neatened up some of the rough edges and become, it's been stitched in a way that actually has, like, a shape to it in terms of, like, the shoulders and where it would fit on. And he hands it over to you. Hands over to Tom, I should say.
Hold on a moment, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So Jen, how are you feeling today after that leopard incident?
You know, I'm a little sore, but I'm all right. I'm okay.
Good to hear.
So, I guess we're just waiting for Ben, really. I guess, Rising Phoenix just turns around and goes, we both get new scar that day. No matter. Make us stronger.
Well, all right then.
Well, that killed that conversation. Genevieve had absolutely no response to that.
Sorry.
So, how about those local sports teams?
Local sport. What? What? What do you mean local sports?
There really aren't any here. Like, There's just high school,
There's like
and there's the
Kitsune
community
Little
college.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Ben now.
You
We
see
were
some,
there,
you know,
it's
some
like
Kitsune kids playing stickball.
stick ball and stick hoop as well. There's, one of the little Kitsune kids comes up and like kind of runs over to Tuffy and then looks at the dog and looks at her and just kind of inches closer to the dog.
Okay, we're back.
Hold on, let's see. Plus. Okay, I hate this keyboard. Ha! The dog does a really fantastically amazing trick for the little girl.
The little girl
Nice.
like claps her hands and giggles and moves in and like gives the dog a hug. That's what she came
Aw.
over for. She wanted to pet the doggy.
Oh, hold on.
And then she
The
runs
the
off
dog
giggling.
will allow it. The dog is used to people petting it.
Okay, the little girl pets and hugs the dog and then runs away giggling.
Just
Robo Ben is here.
Robo-Ben.
Okay, so if you are back now, then the Tanner hands over the tiger skin cloak.
say that again.
The Tanner hands the tiger skin cloak to Tom, and it's been tailored a little bit so that it actually hangs from the shoulders rather than just a piece of basic hide. The rough
Okay.
edges have been neatened up, and it has a leather cord at the front to wear it properly. It even has a hood.
Nice.
Fancy.
Tom will don the tiger skin cloak.
Okay, well, out of character, as we discussed last week, Ben, what it does is give you a bonus to stealth checks within any terrain a tiger would be found, which is actually quite a
Yeah.
bit. That's jungle, it's also climate plains, and a few other environments.
Sorry about that. I had a quick call. I have to take care of.
I think it gives you a +5, I think is a fair bonus to stealth.
Yeah. I mean, just because it breaks up the silhouette, it should give a nice small bonus regardless of what situation you're in.
Yeah,
Or
it's,
reduce the penalty.
yeah, I guess
Right, or
it's got a +2 bonus to stealth checks due to it obscuring your shape and silhouette, but it's in any terrain in which a jungle may be a tiger may be found, then it's a +5 instead. Kind of make it a
I can see
circumstance bonus.
I could see it having one negative if you're trying to blend into a crowd.
Yeah. But then he'll just like flip it inside out and it's just a plain leather looking
Yeah.
on the inside of it.
Yay, it's a reversible cloak.
It's not entirely tailored to be reversed, but it can be with a bit of persuasion. Okay, so with that done, unless anyone has any further business, you head off on the road with Rising Phoenix leading the party.
Yay.
And you head out of this this northern road, which actually connects with a road that basically goes around the town, which is what Rising Phoenix originally intended to basically just use to meet up with you guys, but she sort of kind of threw caution to the wind and joined you guys in town. I guess you're heading up. Let's make a. Ah, damn it, no. Just move the token. I hate that when I try to just move a token and it actually does a box. Just starts drawing a box instead. I tell you that it's about another day or so of travel, and you have to make camp, of course, and people need to keep watch during the night. So who's going to be on watch duty for this first stop of making camp in the jungle?
Tuffy will
Tom
do
will
it.
take midnights.
Tuffy will do first shift.
I'd be willing to do the have somebody wake me up early morning.
Morning shift? Okay, so that's the three
Yeah.
categories of shift that's needed. So. Okay, so
Reasonable.
We've got all covered.
yeah. Alright, so
Early, mid-watch. I mean,
with still plenty of tiger meat, you haven't had to dig into your rations. And in fact, I'm going to roll a survival check for some tiger stew that Rising Phoenix kind of whips up, unless somebody else wants to.
I might roll a survival check to see if I can find any, like edible plants and stuff like that around that we can kind of spice things up a bit with.
Okey dokey. I'm gonna wait for your roll. This sky blue. Okay, yes, you've managed to find a few recognizable herbs and spices that you were taught about by Mother Hawk. And that gives a +2 circumstance bonus to the cooking survival check for the deliciousness of the meal.
we have plenty of tiger.
Oh!
Eee. Well, she might know what the herbs and spices are, but she doesn't exactly know
The correct
how
portions.
much to put in there. And I mean, it's not completely inedible because it's still above 5. But it's certainly it's like she's added too much to it, therefore it's just become kind of a bland stew. It's kind of lost a lot of the individual flavors and just kind of meh. It's edible but meh. Thankfully you can't actually like crit fail skill checks. People have been saying you can't crit fail at all in Pathfinder, but that's not what it used to be when I first did my campaign.
This is why we should have the alchemist cook.
We probably should, yeah. Let's have a look at her survival. Let's see.
Hold on, I have to let the dog out.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Let the dogs out.
A survival check is actually worse. I guess you could say craft alchemy is also cooking, if you really want to stretch it a little bit.
I believe the alchemist actually does have cooking skill.
I don't know. Worth a shot.
I guess cooking is a form of alchemy, just edible alchemy.
Not quite what I meant, but okay.
Wait, because there isn't really a cooking skill. That's why I've just been using survival, it's close enough.
Survivor.
Who's windy? Oh, it's Ben, because he's mobile currently, that's fine. A little bit of wind never hurt nobody. So, I need Tuffy's perception roll for the first watch.
All right, and she would be having the guard dog guard the other side of the camp. So roll for both of them.
Sure.
All right, Tuffy's perception is.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Perception.
All right, and the dogs would be. So 13 and 14.
You see a few critters moving around your camp when you make it, but you don't actually see anything hostile.
Okay.
And the rest of your watch passes without much event. You just get to watch the wildlife go by, pretty much.
Okay.
This brings it up to Tom's shift.
Tom being up in the trees as usual.
Yes, I shall roll your perception.
+4.
+4. Okay, okay.
Or at least that's the wisdom modifier. Okay.
Yes. You got a 13. Once again, there's wildlife going by. Nothing that seems to want to attack you. And everything basically passes without event. It starts getting into the ungodly hours of the morning, say about 4 o'clock, and that's when the morning shift is woken up.
All right.
It's getting to that
So
point
I
where
s-
there's sort of that weird haze before sunrise. When it's like not quite nighttime anymore, but the sun is still isn't up. It just seems to have that first traces of light. So yes, roll your perception.
All right. Let me just check and make sure that I have it correct. Yes. All right. A low roll, but
Okay, well, you see the early morning animals, the ones that actually sleep at night, are starting to rise, and not much else really goes on. It's just a rather peaceful morning in the jungle. It's
The mighty jungle.
because at this
Every
point,
night.
you're getting towards the outer edges of the jungle. Therefore, there's not quite as many of the deep jungle predators around.
all right. Well, once it gets up to a reasonable hour, I'll kind of go wake people up so a couple people can kind of keep watch on the camp while the rest of the spellcasters and those, kind of prepare everything for the day.
Okay. Rising Phoenix rises, and he just picks a spot and keeps a lookout. Her choice of lookout spot is basically stand in the middle of the camp and just keep turning in all directions. Okay, well, once everyone is nice and prepared to get going again, after a bit of breakfast of tiger meat, and there's like a bit of stew left over to reheat if anyone wants to get the fire going again, or have cold stew.
As long as it's edible. And if not, I'll just cast Purify Food on it first.
Yeah.
It's only been one night, it should be edible. Nothing's like flowed into it and died overnight, because the pot has
Maybe
a
I
lid.
cast Purify on it just in case.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, Everyone has breakfast, packs up the camp, and go my throat. What's going on? Excuse me a second.
Oh, that wasn't in character. Sorry.
I wasn't really. I was talking as a GM, so definitely not.
I know. It was just a bad joke.
This is my GM voice, the almighty voice of God.
And because I've been forgetting it before we set out, you feel a breeze kick up around me.
Okay. Does this breeze smell?
No. It's just wind. And not that kind.
Alright,
Broken.
by the way, with the morning sun, rising Phoenix rises with the sun, and as such, you notice that the feathers in her hair, with the contact of the sun, seem to like flutter a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said stuff into it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for reminding me, Ombre. I need to keep realizing that I do have a chat to look at. No, this isn't. That's not Rashad. This is actually Tuffy, the carnivalist's animal companion, and it's not a raccoon; it's a ferret.
Sure, Woody.
Okay. You head off on the second day of travel, and Rising Phoenix looks around and goes, "We out of jungle soon. We cross the plains towards the city." May have,
You're the one who knows the way.
much like jungle, though, we still may run into trouble. And yes, so you guys keep heading on, carrying on, as it were.
Mhm.
And making sure I haven't forgotten any of the tokens, I'm going to move you as the edge of the jungle you reach, and you see out into the plains.
Perception check from on high for my last chance of doing that.
Perception check for what?
From on high. This
Oh,
is my
yeah.
last chance at
By all means.
you have to roll it for me, remember?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just putting you guys back on the grid for a second. Just realized I had Aranam and Sage Heart stacked. I'm like, that doesn't exactly work. And I need to put Tuffy to the back, otherwise the shoulder cat becomes a butt cat.
I'm also going to need a dog token eventually.
A dog token, you say?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Woof.
Speaking of animals, my actual cat is being very annoying.
Woof woof.
So your cat's being a cat.
Yes.
Is this a large dog or a medium dog?
A medium dog.
Okay, well there's your dog.
Alright.
He's so cute. I see quite a few dogs here.
Is there we go?
Walker dog.
In fact, there is a there's two different types of this same dog. One is the riding dog, and this is the regular dog version.
Okay.
It's got a little saddle on the other one. It's kind of adorable. Okay, so the perception check is +4. Yep. Something just went ding.
My phone.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, Randy says his internet is acting up, so he may not may not be able to join.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Okay, from your high vantage, gazing out across the plains, Tom managed to see some shapes of individuals long into the distance and across the river, but can't really make out anything specific about them.
Okay. I will inform the rest of the party and descend to join them.
Mm-hmm. The dog looks smaller than the cat. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Let me just...
we may need to upsize the dog.
Yeah. 1 second.
The combo meal.
Okay, layer. Set dimensions. Here we go. Let's say he's about 120 by 120. That's better. He's a big dog. But now he's trying to snap to the grid. Can I tell just the specific one to not snap to the grid? Don't think I can. Oh, it's fine. He'll just be the corner dog. You just have to imagine that he only takes up the one square.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Tom comes down and tells us that he saw some figures.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. So I'd say, oh, could you tell what they were?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm going to step out and make a perception check to see if I can see them from back here.
The planes are... Wait, I need different music for this.
Are they?
They are rolling, and there
Okay.
seems to be a shallow part of the river ahead of you that seems to have just the dirt path leading up to the most shallow part in order to make it easy to cross.
Okay, so is there like blocking line of sight so I wouldn't be able to see them anyway?
Let's see. Nope.
Okay, then I will do a
Yeah, because the hills are going slightly down from where you are.
Alright, I will go ahead and make that perception check to see what I can tell.
Where is it?
Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay. So, there it is. It's just really weird when you add a song to the jukebox and it seems to have a much longer name than the one that it had when you first found it. 20. Perfectly fine. You notice that there is a group of about seven individuals. They appear to be a group of humanoids with what seems to be pets with them. But your knowledge of what they are is not exactly...
Right.
You'd have to check it, I guess. I was going to say it's not good, but I'm like, wait, you just have to check. You have to make a knowledge check to see what they are.
The only knowledge I have is nature, and I don't think that's going to make...
Let's see.
Make it.
Okay, so... You can make a check for the creatures with the humanoids. Because I think to identify humanoid, it's local or something like that.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, I'll see if I can identify the creatures with them. $15.
15. The animals with the humanoids seem to be hyenas.
So I tell the group, well, it looks like there's a group of about 7 people over there with hyenas. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Phoenix, do you know who these people might be?
Well, you would know from that hyenas are primarily like pack hunting animals that are cunning, and they have quite an unnerving laughter-like vocalization.
Well, yeah, but I don't know about like the humanoids with them, why they'd have them. If it's like a patrol group more, or if it's just like a scavenging hunting party. So I'm asking Phoenix if she knows any more.
Oh, yeah. She. God damn it! I just simply asked like what knowledge check it would be to identify this creature, and it just comes up with something completely unrelated. It's like fuck off. Right, Phoenix. Her knowledge is not. Just gonna do a perception check just to see what you're looking at.
Mm.
See if she gets any details from where she's standing. She has slightly higher elevation than everybody else. So she doesn't have as good perception as a lot of you.
Alright, you guys are going back in the pocket.
Okie dokie. What animal you say?
Hyenas.
Alright. She pulls her great axe off of her back and just holds it in front of her. Most likely null.
So does that mean we should at least be prepared for a battle?
Yes. Null. Null pretty much hyena who stand like man. They are.
Ah, yes.
They are good hunters, but stupid, aggressive, most likely attack us when they see us.
Alright, so let's inform the party to get ready, and I'll get out my my sling and load it.
Aranam would pull his staff ready for combat. His new shiny staff.
Tuffy's gonna pull her bow, tell the cat and the dog to be ready to fight, and tell the rest of the animals to stay back until we know what's going on.
And I'm sure you get a meow woof in response. Both the animals just kind of salute, and then they wonder how they move their leg like that. So, with axe in hand, Rising Phoenix would head down the road towards the crossing, and should aim to pretty much she can't say block the entire crossing, but she's gonna stand there so that anything crossing the crossing would be within arm's reach of her axe.
And I'll walk over a little bit behind, so that way I can kind of hopefully throw across the river.
Can I get control over my dog, please?
Oh, right, yeah, I hadn't done that yet.
We're 7. Dile 7.
Okay, so, there we are.
Alright. Tubby's gonna draw her bow if I didn't say that before.
Yes. Upon approaching the crossing, you hear the creatures start to
Minion t-shirt.
make various animalistic sounds between one another, which makes the entire group of them kind of look over in your direction. Rising Phoenix is kind of standing there, and now that she's close, so she's kind of just counting the number of figures. Look like hunting party. Oh damn, that's kind of loud. Right, so I need to bring these guys and Tom. Tom's just gonna keep pace, I'm assuming.
I've got to go feed my cat real quick. Be right back.
Alrighty. I'm assuming Tom would have drawn his either his bow or his katana at this point.
Neither one. He's got the katana loosened in its sheath, but it's still in there.
Okay.
Because you don't draw that thing unless you're going to kill someone.
Yeah. Well, we've stumbled across a hunting party of gnolls, so we may have to kill some people. You never
And
know.
unless they prove hostile, he's still going to give them a chance to walk away from this alive.
Seeing the party and being rather not exactly the brightest creatures in the world, let's see, yeah, they're savage scavengers and hunters, but they're also lazy, so they're pretty much going to go, first things we saw today, let's just eat them. It's the easiest option. None too bright, as I said. Okay.
Tom's going to hunker down and do his best to look like a tiger.
Alright. Roll stealth.
Be stealth or disguise?
Yeah, disguise.
One,
And
6.
These planes are still
plus
valid.
5.
Okay. Yeah, 6 because it's 1 plus 5, yeah. So I just had to quickly check your sheet, see if that was with or without the bonus. $11. I guess they need to do a perception check against that. Let's see, what is their perception check? Knowles.
Hey guys,
Hey, Randy!
I got it working. I don't know what happened, but it kind of makes me mad because I was like,
I think I'm good.
Did you turn it off and on again?
I was just like, ugh.
I mean, let's just have just the front two make rolls against you. Yeah, and this is in Knoll, so nobody understands it. But sort of like, the people have Tiger with them, and the other one goes, "No, stupid, that's not Tiger. That man pretending to be Tiger." Oh, tricky people. We eat them. Yeah, we eat them. And they just basically let out a Knollish war cry, which is actually kind of their laughter, is pretty much their war cry. It's sort of like, and in response, Rising Phoenix just roars in challenge to them, and just stays in her position at the crossing.
Tuffy attempts to do a war cry, but ferrets don't have a war cry, so she dukes instead, and it's adorable.
Okay, so I guess this would be initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
What happened with Thomas?
Thomas pretended to be a tiger, and one of them went, "Look, they got tiger," and the other guy went, "No, stupid, that's a man pretending to be a tiger." He said, and then the other Noah just goes, "Oh, tricky, we eat them."
Ugh.
Okay, so I need to roll. So pretty much we got like the ranged people set up on the river to start firing across it, and a bunch of melee people on the crossing. This is not going to be pretty for them, I don't think. Okay, so I need to zoom out so I can add everybody.
You know, that would explain why nobody was responding to me.
You were muted, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was wondering why you were like moving and not saying anything.
Finally got.
Yeah, because I said that Genevieve was going to move up to where Rising Phoenix was and was going to ready her sword and her shield.
Okay.
hee hee.
Hey, Randy's here.
Yeah, Randy's here. Oh, Randy gets a little excited and gets to pop off a spell or use his staff before anyone's fucking ready. Because he's just like, ooh, things! Bang!
Exactly.
He's just itching to try out that staff. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of am though.
yeah. The staff
Okay.
of force.
So it works out nicely.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna have to bring up the PDF on that again so I can quickly check the one I gave you, as it were. Oh, God, come on.
Okay, guys.
Yep.
Drop out for a little bit because we're having lunch, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
You know how to play my character.
Slicey McDicey.
Roger. Alright. Talk to you in a bit.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so 25 foot plus 5 foot per 2 caster levels. So yeah, you've only got the 25 foot at the moment. And you get two charges per day to, 2 charges per day to add your relevant ability skill modifier to the force damage. Because when you prepared and studied your book this morning, you also basically studied or focused on your staff to make sure it's fully charged. Oh god. You wake up in the morning and you focus on your staff.
I would have.
Okay, so you have added your... Okay, cool. People are remembering that they can add their own initiative. Good. Okay, so see roll. Start rolling.
How come it didn't save mine? What the crap?
It sometimes does that. Just make sure you hit enter rather than click off of it, otherwise it will just freak the fuck out.
I guess, because I know I entered it.
It's just...
And then I look over and it says 0, and it's like,
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, and Kitty Cat will just be the same initiative as... I don't need to add those to the initiative because they go directly after Tuffy anyway.
Yeah.
Really, HP support assistant? Now? Now you want to give me something urgent? Piss off.
don't you just love it when that
And
happens?
it's not responding, really?
Yep.
Try to click cancel and it's just like doing the little this is not responding swirly. Okay, there we go. The swirly swirl.
It's trolling you right now, Odin.
Okay, so I can close our name sheet now that he's here. And 4.
Oh, excuse me.
17 for Sage Heart. Oh yeah, I need to put Tom in Tom's new token. So that shows up on the initiative as Tom. Okay, now we have all of these guys, which will be... that's initiative 8 for Tom. That's pretty powerful. $22. Okay. I don't know why, but as much as they're like sounding like the hyenas from The Lion King, or from or like god damn it, just like World of Warcraft novels, I also in my head went Dragnor, stupid. Because easily offended trogs are easily offended. Okay, and that makes it their turn to roll initiative. Which is... really? Where the fuck is it? There you are. Flat d20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm just gonna point out I'm still kind of kicking myself right now.
It's okay.
Because it's like, I didn't realize I was muted and I volunteered myself for watch, and it's like, wait, what? But and then it's like,
Face
Badger
palm.
just messaged me and asked if I was muted. It's like, damn it.
Hyenas are initiative +2.
I was trying to be helpful.
Oh.
12.
Okay, good. It wasn't correct on my screen.
Yeah, it's like on 20 for a bit, then rolled over.
Yeah, on mine it rolled over 220.
Ah. Yeah, it's weird. Those seem to be not correct all the time.
Yeah, not exact, but usually.
Okay, enemies having the same initiative doesn't really matter, so anybody conflicting out of the allies. Oh, Tuffy and one of the gnolls. Tuffy's dexterity is what is Tuffy's dexterity?
Tommy's dexterity is a 20, I believe.
A 20. Yeah, so you know what, I'm
Yep.
not gonna move you up to a 14, I'm gonna just put the gnoll down to a 12.
Okay.
And anybody else conflicting? Nope. Okay, so Aranam, you get your free turn.
Okay, I believe I'm going to... Let's see. How much range does my staff have?
It's 25 plus 5 feet for every 2 caster levels, so you currently only got the 25.
Okay. So if I moved right here...
Are you...
That's a river there, so you have to go
Oh,
like past.
so I can't move there.
Well,
never
you
mind.
could, but you have to like go through the group and do it. But like we're kind of, I think we kind of set up a bit like this so that you guys can like fire across the river while the melee cover the crossing.
Yeah, you're a bit squishy as a wizard.
Okay.
So what you
Hold
could do
the
is
line!
like move here. No, that's the
Okay.
ruler, so you can't. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you can hold your action to basically fire your bolt the second someone comes in range.
Okay, well, I guess I will do that then.
Mhm. Okay. So that puts it to Rising Phoenix, who, let's see.
Nice.
What she is going to do is, like, guard the other side of the crossing, like, so that people can still cross it if they need to. God damn it, that, the square of that dog is kind of being a bit annoying. Oh, god damn it, now it just resized it all the way back down.
Oh no.
Did you like reset it or something?
There we go, now it seems to be staying in the middle.
Well, until you move it.
Until I move it, but yeah, for now it's fine. Oh wait, that's not the dimensions I gave it, was it? It was a bit bigger than that. It was bigger than the cat. There it goes. Now stay there. Don't be a dick.
Hmm.
So she's going to move here, so that there's still a line of fire for people, pretty much. But yeah, she's kind of just blocking the crossing, and she holds action to cleave a motherfucker who comes close. And unfortunately, that also then just makes it Aranam's turn again.
Great. Can I summon my monster to go and get ready to attack things?
Yeah, it takes a round to cast, so pretty much you would use your entire turn to do it.
Okay, I will do that then. I summon my monster and get him ready to attack.
Fire beetle, fire beetle.
You can summon it anywhere within 25 feet plus something per caster level, I think, according to the spell.
It's usually, I think close is always the plus 5 feet for every 2 caster levels.
Yeah, it's a close range one. So you can pick anywhere within 25 feet to summon.
Okay, I pick 2 blocks in front of the hyena, is that?
The knoll.
Yeah,
So
like right there.
there, yeah, where I had arrows. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, where is the fire beetle? There he is. Fire beetle.
Yes.
Come on, move. There.
He's so amazing. He gets his own theme song.
Go, fire beetle. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. He's my baby. Love him.
Chitter chitter.
And you just sent him to die.
You put him a bit far out there, I will admit. So Rising Phoenix kind of looks at you and then looks at the beetle, and she's just like, "Okay, I guess next turn I'm gonna just charge the guys." She doesn't actually say anything. It's just sort of like, change of plans.
My apologies.
The beetle was eager.
Okay, what Tom is going to do is, let's see. He had his handman's katana, but he didn't draw it yet. That's kind of part of his attack, is like the draw slash. So I guess he would probably just use his bow for now, which has a 60-foot range. Oh, that's a line, that's not the ruler. 60 feet. Okay, so he's just going to draw his bow, and until there's an opportune moment to get in and flank and start cutting bitches up, he's just going to, as part of his movement, wait, he does have at least one BAB, doesn't he? No, he doesn't yet. Oh, weird. So he can't draw on the move. So he's just going to draw his bow with his move action and fire at the knoll. For yet is not the time to go running into melee. Not yet, at least. Okay, so. And. Short bow. D20.
Oh, that's what Yes, okay.
Ooh. He hits. He rolls his d6.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And that 5 does not want to stop twitching. He does 5 damage.
So we're not going to end up having an incident like last night where you just blew the guy's face off.
That was fun. Oh. I forgot.
I was amazed by that, and I was kind of in shock. I was just sitting there like, okay.
Battle music. It's still going to be quiet just so the balance doesn't end up drowning us out on the recording. And, right. That was, Tom's turn. Genevieve. The beetle has been summoned. It needs help.
I should probably move up there with the beetle. Can I go that far?
What's your move speed in full plate? Isn't it 20 feet?
Yes, 20. So I don't think I can quite get up there.
Unless you just do a double move.
You could make it a Rising Phoenix, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, because, I mean, obviously I want to ready my weapon.
You have one BAB, don't you, at least?
Should... Yes, I do.
Well, that means you can draw your weapon while moving.
Alright, then I'm going to draw my weapon while moving. And you said I can move up to the fire beetle?
Well, yeah, because if you just use both your turns to move, both your move action and your standard action.
So would it be right about there then?
Well, you can move 40 feet, so you can go beside it, behind it, wherever you want, really. Because from here, you could go pretty much. You could go right up to the guy.
Okay.
In fact, I don't think you can draw your weapon as part of a charge, so yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, that's probably a bad idea.
Because that's not technically just moving, that's just attacking, in a way. Say chart, here we go. Bombs are only a 20-foot range. Well, she'll start taking penalties just further, but still. So she's gonna have to move 30 feet. 20.
Well, or throw an extra range increment, but that takes a -2 to attack. Right.
-4. Oh no, that's something. Okay, so that's 20, 25, 30. Because the crossing deal kind of got screwed. That's fine. I doubt we're in much trouble at all, really. They'd have to move quite fast to be able to surround us at this point. And she moved 30 feet and is going to... She's gonna take a -2 to her throw and try and beat the 5 AC of the blank square between the nulls.
Oh man, those blank squares can be tricky.
Surely you jest.
Don't call me Shirley.
Well, alrighty then.
15. She lands the bomb in the square. They need to make reflex save for half, I believe. Okay.
This gonna hurt for them.
Okay, so nulls, reflex save, flat d20. DC I think is 10 plus alchemist level plus relevant modifier.
I thought it was half alchemist level.
Let me check.
I could be wrong on that. It has been a while since I made the alchemist.
Well, I think the second one failed and the first one made it, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I think no matter what, that's true.
18.
No, it would not be.
Okay, so I forget what. Let's see, alchemist, bombs. Animal Crossing New Axe. That's the good one. Okay, bombs. Yeah, plus half the alchemist level plus the Alchemist intelligence modifier for half damage. So so it does minimal damage, but it does half minimal damage to the top one, the one that's already damaged, funny enough. So that would do 1, 5, 6. It does 3 to this guy, 6 to that guy.
Not bad. 9 damage total.
Oh wait, I forgot. You can actually click on the little circles of the health and just do -6, and then it actually just adjusts it that way, rather than have to just bring up there. The Knoll is the first one is bloody, the one that already got hit and then failed to dodge. Well, actually, no, he's the one who did dodge, but he's still damaged enough to be bloody. And the other one is bloody as well.
All right.
Okay, so this makes it your turn. You are... which one? That one. Okay. No. Okay, so he's going to move 30 feet, let's say to there. Yeah, that one. Diagonal from that like that. And with his longbow in hand, he fires at Genevieve.
Well, la-dee-da.
That's it. Fire at the most heavily armored person.
Bug doesn't look as tasty.
Well, they did say, though, Odin did say, though, that he wasn't very bright.
Oh yeah. That's
the
what I
arrow
was
just deflects off one of your massive shoulder pads.
Ding! Really?
Whoa.
Come here, little Noel.
Oh, somebody's like.
Well, if I remember correctly, you can't charge through allies, but has enough move speed to just head up to Genevieve, and the hyena just tries to bite her.
Well, I never.
Wow.
Because Bug doesn't look tasty.
Wow.
15. I doubt that hits.
No. Although, question, is that just regular AC and not touch?
Yeah, it's regular.
Okay, yeah, no, then no.
Okay. That makes it Emphasis turn.
All right. I believe, if I counted distance correctly, which I might not have. Yes, I did. All right. So I'm going to take a 5-foot step here, and then attack this one with my sling.
Cool.
That one.
And because you 5-foot
Alright.
stepped, you still have your move to reload, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just within my range of a sling. So attack modifier is +4.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, really?
Oh!
Oh.
Okay.
First attack roll of the game.
Roll to
Roll
see
again.
how badly you fucked up.
Oh.
Is it just another attack roll?
Yeah, same one with the same modifiers.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. You basically lose your grip on your sling while you're kind of whirling it around. The pebble just falls to the ground and you have to like just hold on to it again.
Can I pick up the pebble and load that one?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I don't waste an ammunition. All right. So that's what I do. I just reload the sling for my move action.
Yeah, you kind of go zoom, 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 slip. Oh, okay.
Oops.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
The only damage done was to his pride.
I don't have that much anyway.
Well, at least you didn't fully crit fail, otherwise you would like smacked yourself in the head with it and done damage to yourself.
Ugh. That would have been a great way to start. Hold on, I have to heal myself after hitting myself in the face now. Alright, anyway.
Fist, why is their nose bleeding? And you sling.
Duffy's turn.
Alright. So, I am going to try to hit the, whatever, the first one. I can't make it make the circle.
Are you making sure you're on the clicky tool?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to hold it down for a bit.
There we go.
There you go.
That one.
That guy. Okay, cool.
Alright. So I'm going to hit it with my bow, hopefully. 20 plus 5.
None of these are actually in melee yet, so nobody's taking any penalties to this.
15.
Yeah, you hit.
Alright. For one.
One damage.
This program hates me, I swear.
Hey, at least you didn't roll a critical or a fail on your first one.
Alright, and so after I do that, let's see. Come here. The dog is gonna move here.
Bro.
And the cat can only go to about there.
It can use both of its moves to
Yeah,
actions
yeah.
if it wants to.
Yeah. So it's gonna go right behind the dog then.
It's currently just moral support.
I'm just waiting for my dog to just suddenly go nuts.
Well, actually, could it move to this square right next to it from where it was?
Yes.
Okay. So it'll move there.
CD battle stance.
All right.
Really?
Really?
Actually, my dog can still attack because it only used its move.
Okay, go ahead.
So the dog is a D20 plus 3, I believe, for the bite attack. Yes, it is.
That's not too shabby.
If I could remember where the keys on my keyboard are. Very nice.
No,
I
one's
haven't-
taking on Brit.
And
you
it
hit.
is 1d6 plus 3 damage plus trip.
Okay, so that's basically you automatically get to roll a CMB against his CMD, and if he fails, then, well, if you succeed, I mean, then he trips.
1
up.
freaking damage. See, I'm telling you, it hates me.
4 damage because
Alright.
your dog grabs a hold of the guy's leg, pulls him to the ground, and starts basically ripping into him and kills him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The first
Good
noise-
doggy. Good doggy.
Alright. Dog's eating well tonight.
That was a bit dark, Badger.
What?
Not saying it ain't funny, it was just a bit dark. Well, I'm amused.
Okay, right. Okay, right, so here we go. That makes it his turn. He's gonna 5-foot step and try and hit the lady with the axe.
And there he goes.
Apparently your dog doesn't like axes.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can see why.
He's gonna roll to confirm that. I doubt that confirms. What is your AC?
Oh, I think she
Who are you
stopped.
asking?
You're the one getting attacked.
Okay, well, I have a dog that's going nuts, so my AC is 21.
Okay, so he doesn't confirm the critical, but he still hits you. And he does 10 damage.
Wow, you're just out to kill Jen.
She put herself on the front line. It's not me, honestly. It's her seeming death wish.
Well, to be fair, they have to get at least an 18 to hit.
Yeah, so it's very unlikely, but the dice favored this null apparently.
And what do you expect a paladin to do? Stay back?
Well, exactly. I was just saying that it's not me trying to kill her, it's her doing what she's meant to do, really. She's getting in there and tanking.
So it's not a death wish.
No. It's duty. This hyena's gonna run up and carry on focusing the one target. Because now it sort of smell blood. I like how the dice stops right on top of her token. It fails. Basically, it's just meant to like bite her out of her armor, but not actually do any damage. Who do we got here? You at the back. Gonna move here and fire the bow. Okay, the bow is +1. So he has to crit to hit. Ping! Another arrow just whips off the armor. In fact, that was such a low roll, it just whips by without even making contact at all. This guy is going to move. After watching the dog chow down on his buddy, he's going to move up here and attack the dog.
Alright.
And he tries to stab him with his spear. He fails.
He totally fails.
It's like the dog thinks that he's just playing fetch and just bites onto the spear. Got the stick. It's a smart dog. As far as smart dogs go. Oh, yeah. I was wondering why there was like 2 initiatives with the same guy. Because the second one's the dead guy. Okay. Rising Phoenix. Oh god. The feathers upon Rising Phoenix's head start to move as if there's wind flowing through them. And she starts to breathe a lot heavier. And upon seeing Genevieve take quite a few hits, Genevieve lets out an almighty roar, and the feathers on her head turn to flame. And her axe catches fire, and she charges in. And, god damn it, as I said that, my doorbell went. I need to get my groceries. 10-minute break.
Leave them wanting more, I suppose.
It's okay. It's like an episode of DBZ. She just has to power up. That is how that works, right? Boy, I'm glad my dog is in the living room. No, honestly, when Kiki set her dog out, I was expecting him to just start going nuts in the background. And, like, that would have been the perfect timing. He's a troll dog, I'm telling you.
I wonder if that... Ooh, I don't know if I can score that. Alright, let me see what I would need to make.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly is this going to hurt? I mean, that is kind of the question, right?
Oof. If you can survive through to next turn, I will try to make it to you.
I promise nothing. I guess I'll be right back as well.
Right, I am back. Is everybody else here?
Hello.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's sad.
What?
Hmm?
Sorry, it appears that Gary Owens has died.
Mm.
Oh. It's not expected what it's not what I expected in the news today.
Yeah, the original voice of Space Ghost.
Mm.
Among many other things, but... I never realized he was Powdered Toast Man on Ren and Stimpy.